In this video, I would like to share something extraordinary about Leo Fender and his legendary guitar design, the Fender Stratocaster. I would like to talk in more detail about the headstock design and its true origin. What inspired Leo Fender to make the headstock design exactly this way, as we all know it for decades? And here's the story. A few weeks ago, Claudia approached me. She saw my company logo on my leather jacket and asked me if I have anything to do with guitars. And I said, yes, I'm a luthier for about 30 years now. Can I help you out? She told me my dad, she passed away a couple of years ago, used to play an old traditional Croatian instrument, and this guitar needs some repair. Can you please take care of it? I'm a Croatian too, and I said, of course, come over to my workshop. And a few days later, she showed up with this instrument, which reminds me on a book that I used to buy, I think 20 years ago. And in this book, where is it? Oh, Jeff. I just left the book there. I will pick it up. That's live. And in this book, Leo Fender talks about the headstock design. So let's dive into it.
This is the instrument of Claudia's father, and in Croatia and the Balkan regions, this type of guitars are called tamburas. I think it's an old Turkish word. And here is the headstock design of the tambura. And actually I'm building a Stratocaster neck, so let's get this out and compare it to the headstock of the tambura. Traditionally, you can find 3 different types of these tamburas, equipped with 4, 5 or 6 strings and with totally different tunings. There's a huge traditional background of string orchestras in Croatia and the Balkan regions, and these are huge orchestras, like 50-60 people playing string instruments, starting from a small mandolin to a double bass. And while shooting this video and comparing the headstock designs of both instruments, I discovered something very interesting. The scale length of a Fender Stratocaster, which is 25.5 inches or 64.8 millimeters, is exactly the same like on the old tambura. This is quite interesting. And another interesting fact is the material this instrument is made of. The neck and the body is made of maple. And you have to know that Croatia and the neighboring country Bosnia and Herzegovina are worldwide known for the exceptionally beauty and quality of their maple trees. All the old masters of my luthier school raved about the stunning woods and especially about the flamed maple.
Sorry for the interruption, but I just want to say that Croatian people are known for being extremely skilled craftsmen and craftswomen. Here is a small example how my dad repairs his garden hoe.
So let's get back to the Fender Stratocaster. This is my interpretation. I have built this guitar a couple of years ago, and this instrument is still, since 1954, the most selling and most popular guitar in the whole world. Let's start the comparison. I will now let silence prevail so that you can let this sink in. If you have now the feeling that you have seen this headstock design before, maybe on a Stauffer guitar, you're totally right. Or maybe on a Martin guitar. You're also totally right. By the way, Martin has made his apprenticeship at Stauffer, but all these guitars were made in 1800. The tambura is dated back to the 15th century. But now I would like to quote Leo Fender himself and show you the book where I get this information from. The source of my theory is this book, the Stratocaster Chronicles, celebrating 50 years of the Fender Stratocaster, written by the amazing Tom Wheeler. So let me quote Leo Fender. Well, this was my design, but I shouldn't say that without telling you a little about it. It was originally a Croatian design, or maybe even older. This book also includes an audio CD, and on the CD is an interview with Leo Fender. I think it's from back in the 60s, very interesting. I will place a link in my description so you can make up your own mind about it. So at this point of the video, my idea was playing the original audio from the interview on the CD. But I'm not really sure about the copyrights and I don't want to get in trouble. Thanks for watching my luthier content. And if you didn't subscribe to my channel, please do so. This will really help me out making these videos because they are just a side project. I'm running a professional luthier workshop. That's my main income. Thanks for your support. And if you ask yourself, where does the Stratocaster body shape came from? Here's the answer. From Leo Fender himself. In 1951, Leo Fender developed and placed the first electric bass on the market, called the Fender Precision Bass. The Fender Stratocaster design is nothing more than a modified and adapted design from the Fender Precision Bass that was released in 1951. He modified and sized down the cutaways of the instrument, and so he developed the most popular guitar in the world. It was so amazing to be in the position making this video, just because Claudia brought me this old Croatian guitar. And if you look deeper, you can see that not just the Fender Stratocaster is influenced by this headstock design. There are a lot of other instruments from different brands on the market, and they share all this, I will say, or I will call it, the straight string headstock design. This was totally important for Leo Fender, because you can get in real trouble with tuning issues, especially when your instrument is equipped with a tremolo system. Here are some examples where I see the Tambura headstock included in the guitar design. If you want to see the whole repair series about this Fender Jaguar, please follow the link in the right corner.
Thanks for watching this video till the end, and somehow it's also a part of my identity. I was so happy that this guitar found a way to my workshop, that I remember the story with Leo Fender. I hope this was interesting for you. Please let me know in the comments. Check out my other YouTube videos, subscribe, enjoy your life, make music, and see you the next time. Thanks for watching.